Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is Ethics Lecture Series number 4 video. Here we are going to see about ethics in public relationship. So without wasting any time, let's move to the content. So first, what are public relationship and how to maintain ethics in public relations? Public relationships are nothing but a person's relationship with public, a person who is dealing with large number of public, mostly government staffs and other celebrities, etc. That will be discussing in the later part of the slide. So just remember, public relationship is nothing but person's relationship with public. So how we can maintain ethics in public life? It can be maintained in two ways. Equality treatment. There should be no discrimination based on caste, religion, or any other factors. We need to deliver government service to all the people equally and not harming anyone. Not harming anyone in the sense you should be abstaining from doing anything that creates trouble to the public. So in this way, we can make sure that all the government service are delivered to the right people in the proper way. These two ways of maintaining ethics in public life means delivering the government service to all the people without any discrimination and in a proper way. This is what ethics in public life can be maintained if you follow these two ways. So, who are involved with public? You'll be having this question in your mind. Celebrities, government officials that are government staffs, regulating bodies like RBI, SEBI, businesses, common man. These are five members who deals with public at large. So first, we'll discuss about celebrities. Who are celebrities? Celebrities are people who are observed by everyone. They can be film stars, they can be cricketers, they can be other sports players, etc. They set trends, they promote products. Often we can see in television, most of the products or brands are promoted by the celebrities. It can be mostly it will be actors or sports person. They have enormous fan following. So they need to be wise in endorsing any of the brands because they endorse an unpopular brand like a wine company, definitely their fans would also follow and the entire society would get spoiled. Hence, they need to act ethically. Hence, they need to promote ethical ways. So some more examples, we'll see both the good examples and bad examples. Hashim Amla, he's a South African cricketer. He never endorsed wine brands in his country jersey because Castle is the brand which sponsors the South African. Castle is the brand which sponsors South African cricketers. But Hashim Amla never endorsed this brand on his T-shirt. Thereby, he is paying some fine for not endorsing it. So this is the good example you can write on your answer writing. Write in your answer writing. Sorry. So if you think of any other examples, you can provide it in the comment section. That will be useful for everyone. Salman Khan and Sanjay Dutt are some of the bad examples which I could think of because they often get caught in some controversial cases. And there are many IAS officers. Now we can see in daily newspaper who gets caught in any one of the affair like drunken drive. And the IRS officer of Chennai cadre got arrested for dowry, asking dowry from his wife. So nowadays most of civil servants are getting media attention due to their poor behavior. So these are the bad examples you could write off in your answers. So next topic is government official. Next party who involves with public are government officials, nothing but government staffs. So government officials are not restricted to government staffs alone. They are MPs, MLAs, they are civil servants like IAS, IPS, IRS officers, other government staffs. So the main reason why government officials should maintaining ethical is due to their private interest is greater than their public interest. Many people who often misuse of funds allotted to them. For example, many government tenders, it can be MPs or MLAs, provide government tenders to their known organization, to their relatives, like this. Many MPs, MLAs misuse these government tenders and they allocate only to their known people. So misuse of funds allotted and private interest being greater than the public interest are the two reasons why government officials couldn't follow ethics in maintaining public relationship. So in order to provide better public relationship service, they need to be vice versa. Like public interest should be greater than the private interest. And for this example, I could give many IAS officers who are very keen and honest, who deliver government service to the public without any discrimination. And other, if the MLAs are, if there is any tracking or any committee formed to track the funds allocated by the MLAs or collectors, this can be avoided. Next thing is the regulating bodies. Regulating bodies are nothing but RBI, SEBI, IRDA. IRDA is nothing but insurance regulator, and NABARD, who regulates the rural banks. So these are some of the regulators, and how they can follow ethics. How, what if they avoid these practices, they can maintain some ethics in their public relationship. So they shouldn't discriminate anyone. For example, if you consider RBI, they are regulating both public sector banks and also private sector banks. They shouldn't discriminate. They can't favor the public sector banks and frame policies which suits them. So here RBI doesn't discriminate any of those. No corruption should be involved. Example, cooperative banks. Recently, the regulatory has been transferred to RBI for regulating cooperative banks after the PMC bank crisis in Maharashtra. So this is due to poor regulation by the concerned people who are governing the cooperative banks earlier. Pave way for inclusive society. So priority sector lending is best example I could give of, because previously the banks were allocating funds through only corporates to people who are rich in society. Thereby they were neglecting the students, village farmers, etc. So after the introduction of priority sector lending, every bank that comes under the scrutiny of RBI should need to lend 40% of the credit to the priority sectors. Priority sectors are farmers, agriculture loans, educational loans, home loans, and export loans, etc. So this really improved our economy. Execution of tasks. So all the regulators should execute their tasks properly. Their role doesn't restrict after the policy is formed. They need to execute that. They need to inspect it. They shouldn't discriminate in punishing. The complaints, regulatory complaints should be maximum. So in order to avoid any mistakes. So these are, if they follow these steps, they can follow ethics in maintaining public relationship. Businesses. Businesses are hotels, cinema theaters, construction companies. These are businesses which deals with public at large. So how they can maintain ethics? They shouldn't the work that shouldn't have impact on people's health. Consider hotels. Hotels shouldn't reuse the cooking oil, because the reused cooking oil will increase the trans fat. So in a sense, and this would increase the number of cardiovascular disease for a human being. So hence hotels and other cinema, for example, if you take cinema theaters, most of the cinema, I'm not talking about Spice Cinemas or any other multiplex theaters. I'm talking about tier 2 cinema theaters. Most of the tier 2 cinema theaters wouldn't have proper restrooms. The restrooms wouldn't be clean, unhygienic. They should maintain some clean and hygiene environment for the people who visit cinema theaters. Thereby, it won't affect the people's health. Common man. This has to be added mainly due to COVID, because common man are nothing but ourselves. He can have some great impact on society, because a person who is having COVID, if he walks in the street like a common man, he definitely would spread to some 20 people. So it's must that he needs to follow some ethics in order to prevent such health disasters. It restricted to COVID, even HIV and many other viruses that spreads to human across various transmissions. So hence a proper hygiene needs to be maintained in order to save ourselves and also save our other fellow members of our country. So that's it for this today video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please press the subscribe and click the bell icon to get more notification about ethics and other UPSC videos. And if you haven't joined the Telegram group, the link has been provided in the description. Because if you haven't joined the Telegram group, you're missing something like great. Because daily editorial notes and other static notes are regularly uploaded on the Telegram group. And if you are on Instagram, please feel to follow our UPC channel, that is Illuminate IAS. So that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.